Hello everyone, and welcome to our first week here in the BBL with the That's Quirky draft. It's a really interesting matchup. So, obviously, playing against two Ubers is always fun. I will have one Uber. Some people will have more than two Ubers. Technically my opponent has 3 Pokemon that have been in Ubers. I don't believe Ursaluna's in Ubers. If Ursaluna's in Ubers, then that's 4 Pokemon that have been in Ubers. It's an interesting matchup, to say the least. I can't say I'm in love with it as it stands. That's it. I'm a fast team, and my opponent is like a super hard Trick Room team, so I have to try and stop them sending out Trick Room, which is very difficult with the Terastallization on Stack Attacker. But then I also have to deal with Zygarde, which is actually 95 base speed before Terastallization. Not before Terastallization, before it turns into its complete form, so I do need to keep that in mind. And also, this Pokemon is like the bulkiest thing ever, and it's like really difficult to KO. So it's really good at setting Trick Room, and it's really hard to beat after that. So that's definitely something I have to keep in mind. That said, if I can keep the Electric Terrain up, which is not easy, I do have pretty good damage into a lot of this team, which is nice. But yeah, it's not easy. It's definitely not an easy matchup. It's quite a challenging matchup, I would say. And honestly, I may just get bowled over by Glacial Lance. So definitely something keeping in mind. That's it. Look, Iron Moth is really strong into this team. Iron Treads is really strong into this team. Zekrom can be strong into this team. Actually, at +2, if Electric Terrain is up, it is shocking, absolutely shocking, just how good Iron Leaves is into this team. And unfortunately, man, my computer is really struggling today. I don't really know why. It is, yeah, chugging through. Hopefully, that's affecting the background music right now. I'm not sure if that's even going to start back up. I tried restarting it earlier and it crashed while restarting, so that's great. But yeah, what I wound up going with is just I need to lead the Adamant Iron Treads. Depending on what the EV Zygarde is, it may be faster than Zygarde, it may not be, pre the Terastallization, but knockoff into Ice Spinner should always KO Zygarde, and I shouldn't die to 1,000 arrows, so the concern would be if they are faster and then click sub, or something like that. And knockoff shouldn't activate the complete form, which is nice. Then we have the Iron Galing over here, which is meant to keep Drain up. It's so much faster than everything on my opponent's team. Grass Knot hits Zygarde, and Thunderbolt just hits everything. Grass Knot's also really good for Ursaluna if they are... No, it's not the bulletproof one. Energy Ball's the bulletproof one, yeah. So, but Thunderbolt is quite good to this team. Also, it's Quag. Outside of that, they don't have a Thunderbolt resist unless it's a Terastallization on one of these 2 Pokemon, which is possible. But yeah, the main thing I want to do is Toxic. He really wants to mostly Toxic Pokemon, because its damage is not amazing outside of that. Now, if I have Electric Terrain up, a +2 Iron Leaves Psyblade is a 1-hit KO into a lot of different Zygarde sets. I do have some bulk because I would like to not die to Zygarde. Hopefully they don't realize it has Skitter Smack and they don't run it, because that is an OHKO into Iron Leaves. But hopefully they don't run it, so that's great. Then we've got the Loaded Dice Zekrom here. It's Hone Claws because it's actually relatively fast. It does have Stealth Rock. It can also click Stealth Rock through Hatterene unless they're Ability Shield. It doesn't learn Taunt, unfortunately, which is the first thing I looked for on it. And then, yeah, Bolt Strike and Scale Shot are both very strong. If I get to +1, especially if Terrain's also up, I'm doing a lot of damage. That said, this Pokemon is really tanky. So I need to try and prevent it getting Trick Room up if I can. Then I've got this Physically Defensive Vikavolt here. Bug Buzz actually goes through Substitute against Zygarde, which is helpful. It's not amazing, but it is helpful. And then, yeah, it does have access to Toxic as well. And then Bug Buzz is also really strong into... what's this one called? I'm not remembering what this Pokemon is called. Do I have Speed invested on it? Okay, I have Speed invested on it. I think for a slower mons, random mons. Yeah, and then the Calyrex, yeah, there we go. So Bug Buzz is also super effective in the Calyrex, and honestly, it's reasonably good into a lot of this team. That said, I'm super weak to Stack as it stands. Iron Moth is also just absurdly strong, and it's got Terra Blast Ice, which can, with Expert Belt, just always incredibly reliably bump a non boosted Zygarde, like a non-complete Zygarde. Because really with Zygarde, you don't want to let it get into the complete form. It is a real challenge to deal with in the complete form, and it is much less spooky when it has half as much HP, even if it is slightly faster, and that does mean that it's faster than Zekrom and faster than Iron Treads. Outside of that, everything else, and Vikavolt, everything else is faster than Zygarde in its Daddy form. So, I am going to pull up my opponent, click the Find User button, and it is, I'm just going to start the format. So yeah, definitely a spooky matchup. Hard Trick Room is a lot better when you don't have great taunt options. So I could have run taunt on Tapu Koko, and that was really like the main mon to learn taunt. I think Iron Leaves might have. I think I looked at it on Iron Leaves, but I wound up preferring Substitute. I'm probably going to regret that. And I felt like I always have to lead Iron Treads. Iron Treads is the only Pokemon that can Oko Hatterene at lead. Okay. I'm going for the immediate Life Orb Heavy Slam. If they're not Sash, okay, they're Sash. Okay. Okay, GG, LMAO. Oh, that's bad. That is very challenging to deal with. I genuinely think that I may just lose from here. They're going to click Misty Explosion this turn, I imagine. So they either Misty Explode or they Mystical Fire. I think I click Knockoff in case they like randomly switch. Okay, well, obviously that's not great. I need to preserve this mon. Okay, they did go for the Mystical Fire. I could have gone into Koko or Iron Moth, because I feel like they should always Misty Explode there, because to not like be stuck with that mon in. Now they get the +1 attack, and I would just immediately lose. Oh great, Koko gets Oko by Glacial Lance. That's good news. Yeah, I mean I have to go hard Vikavolt, and they need not to be item boosting or I just lose. Oh, but I'm fast as well. Why am I running fast, dude? I genuinely, I could have run Min and then been slower than Calyrex and been able to get some damage off, but like getting damage off isn't winning the game. Now I need to go to Iron Moth. Oh, I know, I should have gone Iron Moth next turn. I should have gone into Koko into Iron Moth. No, I'm going into Koko, and Koko is dying here, and then I can bring in Iron Moth. Well, Koko did not die here. That is immediately game losing. Oh, that's really bad. I should have gone Koko instead of Iron Moth. For one thing, Iron Moth would have been much healthier, but for another, then Koko would be dead. Yeah, that's over. If they have Trick Room, I immediately lose the game. Yeah, GG. I need you to get that roll. I just, like, this game is entirely over. I don't know. I could waste time staying in. Sort of like waste time, but the game is completely over. There's no game left. Okay, is there any chance Iron Moth kills everything on this team? Unfortunately, it's not a... Okay, I think I need to go with the Iron Moth just wins route, which is sacking this initially. Yeah, no, that was a really terrible play. Even if I'd gone Koko and then switched to Iron Moth, I played it really badly. 1000% needed to go Koko first. No, it just let Iron Moth do damage. What am I sacking? So I need to just beat the entire team with one Pokemon, and that's Iron Moth. I guess I sacked the Pokemon on the lowest health, right? I should have made this slow. I should have made the Viper slow, but I'm stupid. Yeah, like a slow Viper could have like brought that back as well. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have a great Trick Room matchup, that's very true, though I think it's honestly worse than that. Maybe I should have preserved Koko. Nah, Koko's only really good into stack, and at that range, not really. So, now we go for the Leaf Blade here. Oh, fuck. Oh, Leo. Never mind. Alright. Not even that out. Not even that out. Not even that out. Yeah, the game was just an absolute, like, just an absolute absolute waste of my opponent's time. I'm sorry for wasting your time, LMAO. Yeah, Zekrom, God, like the fact that it has literally nothing to do, even if they were just defensive Hatterene, then they live Bolt Strike from Choice Band. Like, I don't know. It was very, very painful. Very painful. But yeah, not having slow Vikavolt absolutely was just an incredibly god-awful play. This like, speed was literally cost me the game. Like, I probably still lost anyway, but I had like, I was playing the game, and I was not playing the game entirely because I made that prep decision. I don't know, you shouldn't, like, I don't know, realistically, if you have a team that is even vaguely competent, you shouldn't be losing to Trick Room. But no, I lost the Trick Room because I had a crap team, and I played it, like, also played it badly. But yeah, I mean, look, they invested the Calyrex effectively. The Ockerberry works, because, you know, look, we see that it would have died if not for the Ockerberry. I considered running Fire Blast. If I had run Fire Blast, it would have died. Does Zekrom, Oko... okay, God, this stupid... Well, not being Mega. Okay. Oh, it does have the Mega. I don't have the Mega button, though. Oh, wait, sorry, that's not it. I think that's it. Yeah. No, I could have won. I could have won. Unlikely, though. I'll try. I'm doing my best. Yeah, look, I think if I was Fire Blast, I could have won. I genuinely think I could have won from that position. I'm gonna send the opponent my paste and ask for this. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this. My opponent's already sent the thing. What was your paste? Yeah, I mean, the Fire Blast thing wasn't an instant dub by any means. Toxic would have been nice. But yeah, the Hatterene, I don't know. I don't have a competent team, and as a result, I lost to something that punishes flaws in teams, which, you know, happens. It's frustrating though, because like it's like this entire game was just a waste of my opponent's time, because, you know, this was super close to deciding it based on the fact that they had half decent prep, and then my prep was not great. I hope that they do send me their paste, because I would be interested to see what the sets are on the rest of the Pokemon they didn't even have to use. Honestly, even if I had like Protects on stuff, that could have been better. But I didn't, like, what am I dropping for Protect on any of these Pokemon? I guess U-Turn on Koko. I could always just hard switch. Obviously, hard switching isn't as good as not hard switching. I don't think the game was necessarily immediately over, but I think it was incredibly difficult. It probably was over. Like, there's no way I'm beating the stack even in terrain. Yeah, no, I'm not beating the stack with either of my mods, so I'm just losing. Yeah. Hey, I had the funny Terrablast Ice for us, Does it even die? No, it does die. Okay, yeah. In terrain. Oh well. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I do better in future. The Glastrier is... Sorry, not Glastrier. Calyrex is so much better than Glastrier. My opponent hasn't responded, which is annoying. But yeah, like Glastrier is... like that 20 more in each of its defenses is really big, and then getting Glacial Lance is really big. Like if it wasn't like Necrozma, like if Glastrier and Spectre actually got the signature moves instead of just Calyrex, they'd be much stronger Pokemon. But yeah, ultimately, I don't know. Okay, we do get advice from the opponent. What was the translation on Stack? Sugar. Yeah, it's pretty dumb into a shit team like that. They were max defense on Zygarde, so they just were absolutely gooped. And Moth. They did have Sucker. Okay, Brick Break. One more. That's weird. I've got one Pokemon weak to fighting? Okay, I probably would have gone with Knockoff into this team. But I understand not going for Iron Head. Yeah, I mean, like, if I had managed to preserve HP on... if I'd managed to preserve my HP on... Mawile? No, what's the Pokemon called? Iron Moth? I think it definitely could have won, especially if it had been Fire Blast. I mean, Screens is... it's like, I mean, Screens is kind of like being forfeit half the time, right? But yeah, I mean, look, running speed on Vico was really dumb on my end. But yeah, look, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I'll do better next week. Running Screens on Vico was genuinely a nonsensically bad decision. It was just absolutely terrible. I would have undersped every single Pokemon on that team but Stack and Hat. So Hat dying turn 2 meant that they had one Pokemon on team that was faster than Vika, and then I didn't even use it. That's just the consequence of playing and prepping badly. I don't know. Yeah, it's a challenging matchup to try and build around the shape of, especially with the Zygarde there. But yeah, that definitely cost me. Alright, thank you guys all for watching. Goodbye.